We've done a lot of traveling. Never would I expected that we'd be out floating in the South Philippine Sea, facing such a life and death situation.
When the boat went over, it was the scariest moment of my life.
Nobody knew where we were going. We were just floating in shark-infested water. It was really hard. Can't believe that you're that close to dying.
There's been a bit of a shake-up here on our Philippines trip. We were on our way to swim with the whale sharks when our boat capsized. Steve was cut up and has some bad infections, so we've had to send him back to England for proper medical treatment. We've had to rethink our trip, especially since we're still trying to find out what happened.
It happened very quick. The captain started yelling, "Get the hell off the boat, get the hell off the boat." We had no time to grab anything. We had no time to think. It was just, get off the boat so you're not trapped inside.
It popped up beside Jeff, and Chris was still in the boat. And that was probably the worst point of my life. I thought for sure Chris was dead. I was sitting in the water saying, "That's it," looking at Jeff, saying, "Chris is still in there. We got to get Chris out." And we started yelling for him, and he made it out.
After the initial accident, and we took a head count, and we knew everyone was okay, then it was really a matter of making a plan to survive the night.
No one knew we were there, so we were floating around in the black water, clinging to the boat. The problem was that the water is full of sharks, and feeding time is at night, so we had to wait until daylight.
As soon as the sun came up, everyone got into the water. We swam for our life. 3.5 hours later, we got stuck in another current, and we were getting drifted out to sea, and we'd lost our energy, and we were getting cramps, and we were luckily then spotted by a local fisherman, and soon after, a rescue boat was sent out to get us.
It was really hard. I thought Chris was dead for sure. And as soon as he got out of the boat, it was amazing. I didn't think he died, so to have him get out of the water was incredible.
Holding onto that boat that was covered in barnacles and shells, that night we got pretty cut up. Krusty got cut up the worst, and he developed a bad infection in his legs.
He had to be rushed back to England to get proper medical attention. It's not going to be the same without Steve, but we can't pack our bags and run away from this place. We got to finish what we started.
We're here in the capital city, Manila, and then we're going to get on a plane and fly to the southern capital, Cebu City. From there, we're going to get on a ferry and go to these beautiful little islands called Camote Islands, and then we'll start biking up the coast until we get to one last little ferry that takes us to our destination, Donsol village.
The goal of this trip is we want to swim with some big whale sharks. Whale sharks are the world's largest fish.
I don't know what hurts more, the infection in my leg or the fact that I'm not with the boys. You know, it's being the youngest, the boy in the family. I hated missing out on stuff, but I'm sure the boys are fast, they can handle it, and I know they'll be straight back on the boat right away and complete the trip, you know.
brother's destination. It's perfect. It's a little bit off the beaten track. It's cheap. It's friendly. It's exotic. So it has everything that we look for when we travel.
Every time you get to a place like this, I get a little charge. I get a little surge of energy. And I'm really excited about leaving Manila and starting to get to the quiet little islands in the south. The real Philippines is going to open up in front of us.
They're so funky.
Some people might think, are you scared after what happened to you? But it was a scare, and it was a pretty crazy thing that happened to us. But lightning usually doesn't strike twice, so I think we're going to be all right. I think it should be a good trip.